What is up, Pisces? How are you all doing? Time to go ahead and look at your extended reading for November 2023. Or basically, I'm just taking the month of November and giving it one last squeeze. I'm going to run one more comb through it just to see if I left any dingleberries in there. And then next up, we're going to be looking at the mid-month readings, and that's where we're going to see if there's a change of timelines. But first, we got to clean November the rest of the way out before we look at that. It's going to be fun, so stick around. What's good with my Pisces friends? How y'all doing, man? Oh, we're just going to give it one last sweep through to see if there's anything I left on the table. For those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description box of this video. Don't forget to take advantage of the big November reading sale. I have $100 off all Zoom call readings. However, unfortunately, that sale will be for November only. December 1st, Zoom call readings go back to regular price, but everything else is staying the same. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Starting these off with the person from the past. Person you have past history with. Let's see if there's anything left. Anything I left out here. Let's see. Six of Wands reversed. Now, I think it's pretty much just at the point right now where you can't quit kicking yourself in your own ass because you feel like you wasted time, you know? And I mean, I get it, but sometimes we have to remember to treat ourselves kind of like we would treat a child, you know? You don't necessarily let children get away with doing wrong. You let them know what they did, but then back off and leave it alone, right? You know, when a kid makes a mistake, you don't keep punishing them and punishing them and punishing them over and over and over and over and over all day, every day. So don't do that to yourself either. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. Five of Cups reverse, though. All right. Nope. I'm actually, honestly, yeah. See, look, I'm seeing you probably already in a new relationship or already at least interested in and connecting with somebody new. But I feel like this person still lives, not even in the back of your mind. I feel like this person still lives in the front of your mind, honestly. Okay. You all are still karmically tied. You still feel it. And yes, they still feel it too. Because I feel like you all were karmically tied before the two of you even came together. Okay. Meaning you have unresolved, unfinished business from some previous lifetime. And like most of the beings who are here working on karma, didn't work out in this lifetime either. So at least you're moving on from it and at least trying to move on, but the energy is still really heavy here. I don't think you're really waiting around on this anymore. You're doing the best that you can to let go of it. Knight of Wands reversed, man. Hangman reversed. I'm not seeing a lot of movement here. Oops. Tower card. No, not a lot of movement. Not much at all. I guess we're just going to have to look and see how this person's feeling because I'm not getting nothing out of this right here. Straight up nothing. Just a flat line. Let's see how this person feels about you then. And let's see how this person feels about you then. Whoa. Ace of Coins reverse. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Told you they feel it too. Told you they feel it too. So they feel the karmic tie. They're pretty much doing the same thing that you're doing. I do think they would like to talk to you, though. They would like to talk to you, but at the same time, they feel like there's not really a point. I think when it all comes down to it, the way this person feels about it is they have a lot of things that they want to say to you, but they don't feel like the two of you speak the same language. So they have a lot of things that they want to say. They just feel like it's pointless because for whatever reason, they don't feel like you are receiving the message they're trying to send, if that makes sense. Like, it almost feels like they think that you just hear what you want to hear. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I'm getting here. Like, you hear what I have to say the way you want to hear it, not the way I'm trying to convey the message to you, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not saying that that's true. I don't know. But that's the way they're feeling about it. So that's why they're kind of just holding back and not saying anything, because they just don't think there's a point. They just feel like the two of you speak two different languages. But they still feel the unfinished business in the karmic tie. I wouldn't say that they're still in love, though, if you're asking that question. I wouldn't say that, because as far as cups go, the only cups I have here are the Three of Cups. And that may signify many things, but one thing that doesn't necessarily signify is them looking back on you and missing you. If anything, they're just going out, doing the best they can to maybe hang out with friends, see other people, trying to keep themselves busy and preoccupied so that they're not thinking about it. With the Two of Swords in the reverse, it looks like their mind is pretty well made up. It almost kind of feels like you're dealing with a fixed sign for some of you, or maybe somebody with some fixed energy in their chart. Maybe a fixed moon sign, like Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius moon, maybe. You know, this feels like very fixed energy here. Like this person's mind is made up. Now, the reason that I say that is because the Two of Swords is in the reverse, along with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fixed sign. It's just that fixed signs are typically more prone to doing this, where it's like, I've made a decision. And even though deep down on the inside, the decision doesn't feel right, there still feels like there's something off about this decision. I don't care. That's the decision I made, and I'm sticking to it no matter how it feels. That's very fixed signy in a way. So, again, doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody who was incredibly fucking stubborn for whatever reason. But, okay, well, let's see. I guess we'll see if there's going to be an outcome. We can see. Wouldn't hurt to double check. Doesn't look like it so far, but wouldn't hurt to check. Is there going to be any kind of outcome with this situation here? Any at all? Not World card reverse, no closure. Ace of Pentacles reverse, no new offers being made. And the Two of Wands reversed, the decision being final on both sides. Okay. Yeah, that's short, sweet, and simple. Let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. Fool card. Hang on. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. If you're wanting communication with this person, it's going to have to be you that does it. However, if you choose to do that, you got to go about it with a real strong sense of integrity. And you might want to honestly kind of try to detach yourself a little bit, if that's possible. If you're still at a place where you're very, very weak and vulnerable about this situation, I would wait. I would hold off. If you have really, really high expectations, I would hold off. If you have any kind of preconceived idea of how you want things to go, I would hold off. I would hold off on this until you're at a place where you're just ready to see and hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because I don't think it's gonna come straight from this person. You'll be put in a situation where the truth is just made apparent to you, if that makes any sense at all. Proceed with caution. Take that information and do with it what you will. Let's look at the singles. Let's see what something already jumped out here on the floor of that Knight of Cups. So, kind of feeling like a love offer very well may happen in here. May end up somebody coming forward with a love offer. Six of Pentacles. So I'm kind of feeling like y'all are going to attempt to see where you can take this Lover's card in the upright. Yeah, y'all are going to see where you can take this. Oh, shit. Next to the Three of Cups. Oh, shit. Oh. I'm feeling like, oh, damn, dude. It's feeling to me like y'all are going to see where you can take this. And somebody is finding out about some third party. And the chain of events that unfolds after that are very, very ugly. Now, I'll have to dig in and see this person's energy. I don't know if this means that you and this person kind of start dating. The connection starts getting really, really intense. You get your hopes up. And then a week later, you find out they're still talking to their ex, maybe. Or maybe you just find out they're talking to some other person. Honestly, though, with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, though, it feels like whatever this is you're learning about this person is something that you kind of already knew, but maybe you were trying to ignore it. Maybe you swept it under the rug. Like, for example, and this is just an example, maybe this person told you that they still miss their ex and they're still thinking about trying to get back with them. And maybe they told you that, like, straight up. And then a couple of weeks to a month later, you swept that under the rug because you just were just hoping that, okay, well, that'll pass. And it didn't. It didn't. Whoever this was that this person was interested in, I think they're still in the picture. Let me look at this person's energy. This feels kind of shady. Let's see what their energy looks like. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What's their energy look like just in general? What kind of person are they? Seven of Wands. So they're definitely protecting their own heart. That's for sure. Eight of Pentacles. This person cares more about work and finance than anything. This person may be kind of, maybe like the workaholic type. Very superficial, materialistic. They're also very stubborn and small-minded and kind of self-centered and selfish. This is that type of person, I think, that when it all comes down to it, it's all about me and what I'm going through. I don't care what you're going through. It's all about me. It's all about what I'm going through. It's all about my feelings, what I've been through. And this person just feels very narrow-minded and self-centered. Very much so. Very, very much so. And yeah, there's that third party right there too. So whoever this is, and with the Judgment in the reverse, 8 of Cups in the Tower, it feels like somebody they've walked away from, somebody they have unfinished business with, and somebody that they're still heartbroken by. Feels like an ex to me. Either an ex or just somebody they have some sort of past history with. So rather than dealing with this connection, you know, dealing with like one person at a time, because again, most people are just energetically ignorant and they don't understand what happens when you're talking to this person and that person and this person and that person. I went on 4 parties last week, went to 4 parties, and I'm talking to 4 different people, and they're so energetically ignorant, they have no idea how stupid that is. They don't know. You know, I don't think this person's coming from a bad place. I think that they're just very lost, very broken, and just they don't know what they're doing with their energy. They don't know. They have no clue. So, I wouldn't say they're coming from a bad place, though. I wouldn't call this person a bad person. Just very, very lost, broken, and confused. They mean well, but just because somebody means well doesn't mean that they do well. Think about that. Think about that real hard. Just because somebody means well doesn't necessarily mean that they do well. Okay? Let's see. Let's get the advice on this, because we already saw the outcome in the first spread. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Uh-oh, the 6 of Swords. You know what that means, right? And this is not me talking. This is the cards. It's saying move on from this. Well, you know, I like to bend the advice a little bit. I'm going to try to figure out a way to meet you in the middle. I'll tell you straight up, the tarot is saying move on from this. But let me see what I can do here. Hang on. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reverse, 6 of Wands reverse. There's that 3 of Cups too. Okay, look. And trust me, I've been in this situation before. I've been in this situation. I think most of us have. All you can do is be you 100%. Now, this is what you have to take into consideration. If you know that what you have to offer is worth your weight in gold, and whoever this other person is, what they have to offer is worth about as much as a hill of dog shit. Okay? The only thing you can do is just sit there and be a pile of gold. That's all you can do. It's all you can do. I'm just going to sit here and be the pile of fucking gold that I am. And if you look at a pile of gold and then look at a pile of pig shit and you choose that, maybe we wouldn't make a good team anyway. If you're that dumb, you mean you can literally look at me and look at that, and you don't know which one to choose from? Well, I don't know. I got the gold here and the shit here. I don't know. If you're that dumb, maybe we wouldn't make a good team. Maybe not. It's all you can really do. Now, is there a chance that this person could see, man, you know what? I could really use a pile of gold. I've tried too many times to go cash in my chips with a pile of shit, and it didn't work. I could really use, maybe they could open their eyes and see that. Hopefully. But in a situation like this, where it's you versus someone else, and I'm talking, you know for a fact that what you have to offer is actually valuable. If they're too dumb to see it, I got news for you. You ain't missing out on nothing. Because think about it like this. If they're too dumb to see that, what else are they too dumb to see? Would they even have the intellectual or the emotional intelligence to respect a relationship anyway? See what I'm saying? Does it make sense? All right, let's just go ahead and do some random general advice. Random general advice about any random thing. Let's see. Random general advice. Random general advice. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, Tower card. Star card. Nine of Cups. I don't know what this is. Some of y'all need to give yourselves permission to exercise healthy boundaries. Now, this goes across the board. But I think the way we tend to operate as humans, for some reason, we find it harder to exercise boundaries with the people closest to us, like family and friends. For some reason it's not that I don't understand why. It would just take me a long time to break it down and explain it. But for whatever reason, we tend to let friends and family take advantage of us and disrespect us more so than other people. Need to start learning how to exercise boundaries. That is one of the very first steps in healing and evolution, setting boundaries. Well, it kind of comes in tandem with healing and evolution. They're kind of subsequent. They go hand in hand. As you begin to grow and evolve, the first thing you have to understand is that most people don't. Most people just do not. So as you begin to evolve and grow and change and heal and whatnot, you start ascending up out of the vibration that you're on. Now, most people, if you think about your vibration, think about it like it's a radio frequency. Okay. When you're sitting in your car, there are hundreds of radio frequencies blasting through your car, but your radio is only tuned to one of them. Okay. So let's say it's tuned to 98.6. Okay. And that's your life. That is everything in your life. Every single radio DJ that you hear speaking through that frequency, every single artist that you hear singing, every single commercial that plays, that is your life. That is your family. That's your friends. That's your coworkers. That's your job. That's your house. That's everything in your life. Okay. Well, if you decide to turn that radio dial, it's going to start getting staticky. It's going to start getting staticky. All right. So it becomes harder and harder to connect with all those people on that radio frequency that you used to be able to tune into so clearly. We used to be a frequency match and tune in so clearly. Now it's getting staticky and weird. Okay, well, most people have this weird thing that they do where once they see you rising up to a new frequency, they do everything they can to try to grab you and pull you back to the old frequency. And learning how to set healthy boundaries, especially when people start guilt tripping you and shaming you, and manipulating you. Whenever you want to go walk away from something that's not serving you, somebody who's manipulating you, it takes some strength to keep walking while they're shaming you, while they're doing everything that they can to convince you that if you walk away, you're a horrible, selfish, apathetic, narcissistic, evil, sadistic, self-centered, blah, 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 blah. And you just keep on walking. You just keep on walking. Keep on doing your thing. Keep letting them throw doo-doo at you, and you just keep on walking. Takes some strength to do that. Takes some strength. Takes some very healthy boundaries, too. To be able to say, say what you want. I don't give a fuck. This is what's so important about needing to be tuned into your own intentions. Do you know how many people put more energy into other people's opinions than they do their own intentions? They worry so much about what everybody thinks their intentions are. So much so that they don't really give two shits about what their actual intentions are, just so long as everybody thinks that they have good intentions. I would rather bend over backwards and be a slave to everybody in my life and make myself fucking miserable just to make people think I'm a good person. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't care what you think. You can think in one hand and shit in the other. Tell me which one fills up first. You can think what you want. I don't care if you think that I'm an evil, self-centered, apathetic, narcissistic. You think what you want. I know where my heart is. I know what my intentions are. And what I know is 1,000 times more valuable than what you think. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Walk away from that family member who's manipulating you and guilt tripping you and shaming you. And basically they're triggering you into enslaving yourself with your own mind. Guilt tripping you into staying stuck in a toxic situation that is doing nothing but deplete the life force energy straight out of you. And keep on walking. Let them think what they want. Let them say what they want. Let them spread whatever rumors they want. Let them do it. Fuck it. As long as you know where your heart is and what your intentions are, that's all that matters. Because I got news for you. Okay? You want to hear the truth? This is the truth. You will never, ever escape judgment. Ever. Ever. No matter what you do, there will always be some idiot who isn't even close to having their life together, throwing shit at you and judging you. Always. Always. And the better you do, the worse it gets. You know why? Because you will never meet a hater who's doing better than you. Ever. You will never meet a multimillionaire who throws shit at you and shames you for starting a business. You will never meet a ripped, jacked, in shape fitness coach making fun of you for going to the gym. You will never meet a successful entrepreneur who's judging you for making money. Ever. The only people that you will ever meet who are throwing shit at you and judging you are the people who are too afraid to go after what you're going after. The only people who are going to judge you for going to the gym are people who are out of shape. The only people who are going to hate on you for starting a business and making money are broke people. The only people who are going to throw shit at you and judge you for being in a happy relationship are people who are so broken inside themselves that they don't know how to function in a healthy, successful relationship. And you have to understand that. Don't let nobody guilt trip you into staying down on their level. Set them boundaries. Let people think what they want. Let people say what they want. You get on that path and never leave that path, ever. Stay on it. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Pisces friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Got a super chat here. Erica Scott, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you who tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. That's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And don't forget to take advantage of the big November reading sale where all Zoom call readings are $100 off. That particular sale is going to be for the month of November only. December 1st, Zoom call readings go back to regular price. But the September and the October reading sales for the pre-recorded personal readings are still going to stay the same, okay? All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.